a bunch of stuff to show off.
Ooh.
This is an infinity mirror necklace that I made.
Oh my God.
So it's a lightning bolt that's an infinity mirror that is itty bitty, that has 2020 LEDs in it. There's 82 LEDs in this. It's got a Pixel Blaze Pico on the back that is gaff taped to protect myself from the dissipating heat, and a 18650, which is a hefty battery, but this design is by Deborah, Geek Mom Projects.
Yeah.
Right, and it's got a magnet.
Yes.
This is fucking genius, because I was also kind of like processing and hacking away on how the fuck do I make powerful LED jewelry. The power in things when you're doing small scale is like the constant problem. So when this came out, I was like, yes, thank you. Now I don't have to do it.
Nice.
But Ben and Deborah have had a massive influence on me and really upped my game, and I'm really grateful for that. So before I made the lightning bolt infinity mirror necklace, I made this one, which is with itty bitty seed fairy lights.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it can run on a 2032 battery coin cell. Normally that would not be enough, but these are specialty itty bitty wee LEDs.
Cool.
With laser cut stuff, the direction I've gone with that, because I did stop Geek Star Costuming, which was my business, and I kind of did a lot of processing and split that up into directing it towards my values and passions and needs. And one is Laser Kick, which you found, that's my Etsy shop, where I sell laser cutting designs, because somewhere in my experience of laser cutting, hobby lasers became a thing, and I was like, oh shit, small scale distributed manufacturing, that is my jam. Give people the tools. And I'm personally a big fan of laser cutters, to a point where I'll be like, laser cutters are better than 3D printers, and I'm picking a fight that nobody wants to pick with me or cares about, but I believe it. There's not a better or worse, obviously they're different, but whatever. There is weird,
but I like picking that hill, you know, like
I come from having come from like being non-technical. I had a sign in my booth when I vended at events that said by hand, laser cut by robots, assembled by hand, but oh my God, robots.
Right. Yeah.
And I think that encapsulates, like, people loved that sign. They found it hilarious because it's hitting a cultural tone of these tools. The things we do in electronics, in hardware, are so cool culturally, like punch way above their fucking weight in terms of cultural coolness, right?
Yeah.
And then once you're in it, I don't know about you, but for me, I'm in it and I'm like, well, a lot of this is very boring.
Yeah.
3D printers and laser cutters get too much clout. Like, it's been true for a lot of tools, like sewing machines versus a hammer, for a long time. But these tools play into that, and it's like, these are maker tools and these are crafting tools. And I'm just like so against that when hobby lasers came out and they started getting merchandised at Joann's, as much as I hate that, I also fucking love that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, no, it's true. I was actually, like, when I got my laser and started hanging out in the laser forums of Facebook, like, I was surprised by the gender parity that I saw in those forums. Actually, there are a lot of women who just like bought a laser and are starting to make shit with it, and I was like, this is cool.
It's the Cricut pipeline. It's
right. Yeah.
And it's so important. It's so freaking important. So anyway, I have feelings about that. And making laser files that people can use is a way that I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
This is how I handle it. So I do that both through Laser Kick, and what have I made for Laser Kick recently? I get to also, it's like things that align with my values that also feed me personally are my fucking favorite. And making more creative laser files. I could never make this and hand paint it and sell it through my business, right? But I can make a couple of these, take pictures and sell the file.
Yeah.
And so that upping of like, I can do complex things and sell the files pleases me greatly. And people get complex files, which are hard to do when you're starting off. So that's cool. And then my other project that came out of laser cutting forever is a group called Laser Block, which is my mutual laser cutting and other files resource that I picked up with my good friend. And now it's a small group of, we call it like Sparkle Anarchy. And it's a small group of us that just contributes whatever files we want to design and we put them in an online repository that we made. And when we feel like and have the energy, we make physical product because we have such a backstock of acrylic and materials. And I have all this experience making merch. We just use those skills and create like a whole batch of jewelry and then give them away at mutual aid fairs here in Portland.
Nice.
And that means that we get to make designs. I didn't grab any to have really on hand, but we get to make designs that are a little more political
Yeah.
and align with fights that we're trying to pick. I
Yeah.
just made some Roe v. Wade jewelry recently. Here's
nice.
another one. You have my Abort the Court.
Yes.
Yeah,
Nice.
and we have stuff that is far more in that direction that you can go look up. The URL you want for that is acab.city.
Got it.
But you can also find Laser Block on a couple of social medias. It's not something that we're doing in the like capitalistic hustle vein most of the time, though sometimes we play with that. And so it's a little tricky to find, but you can find it.
Cool.
These cunty earrings you have seen are extraordinarily popular for good
Absolutely.
reason. So that I just made earrings that say I heart drug users for that. Yeah, it's a way for me to like express these things that I need to express, and it's been very healing. I love Laser Block.
Cool.
Yeah, and then I can just show you a bunch of laser stuff I've made. I have it all right here.
Yeah.
My most recent design is I did a group of designs that I'm calling the Ace Umbrellas, asexual umbrella. I am on the asexual spectrum. A couple of my friends are, and so I made Dish and
Nice.
And
I love the sparkly.
Right? This is the acrylic you sent me.
Yay!
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
You're
welcome.
This too. These
Cool.
say gray.
Nice.
Right? Like glitter. Yeah. So I love that. But I am also designing a couple of designs for the Open Hardware Summit for our online goodie bag. I'm going to have some laser cutting files in there, including the resist hardware gears.
Yeah.
Yep. And
I saw that Pinocchio was a sponsor too. So yeah, that's awesome.
I've been trying to take our little like artistic logos and turn them into files.
Nice. Oh my God. I love the transistor. Those are both awesome. Those are both awesome.
So that, and then my more popular stuff, there's the lightning bolts, and I make guillotines. So I make guillotines as both Christmas ornaments and as earrings, and the guillotine earrings are actually by far and away my most viral popular file. They've been spotted physically in so many different states that friends just send me like reports of spotting them, which means that I've sold a file that is being produced on mass scale all over the country. And it's a guillotine. Exceptionally proud of that one.
Subversive goals achieved.
Absolutely. I've hit that note and I wish to hit it again. Yeah.
Yes.
And then a couple of things we've made through Laser Block. I've got Hack the Planet.
Yes. Cool. So okay, that is can you hold that up again? So it's a black with a mirror.
Yep. Okay. So some techniques. I did grab some pieces to show off some techniques. And this is silver mirror that has been engraved away and then painted on the back. And that, do I have others like that? Yeah, we do that relatively often. With mirrored acrylic, that's quite easy to do because you just engrave away the backing. I love mirrored acrylic for this. You engrave away the backing and you can just paint over the entire backing instead of having to be really specific. These are clear acrylic, so I had to be so meticulous, right?
Yeah.
Oh, here's another. This is on mirrored gold. And so
very cool.
Danger, high voltage.
Yeah.
The back is kind of a mess, but it can be.
Okay. Yeah. Right? Yeah.
So for you to know. And
Okay,
then
now I want, oh God damn it. Mind blanking.
felt. There's a lot of info here.
God, okay, go on. I will remember this later.
Okay, these are wood and
Ooh.
paint pens.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
And a tip for that
Cool.
is if you do score lines where the rainbow is supposed to go, it makes your life a lot easier. I didn't
Yeah.
do that with this, but I do that sometimes.
Mhm.
Do you also, yeah, okay, laser cutting tips and tricks. This is for you, Carrie. Everybody else can learn if they want to. But I know about raising your laser twice the height to diffuse your beam.
I do. I haven't played
Perfect.
with it very much yet,
Okay.
but I have heard about that. I've heard about that. I've heard about raising your acrylic off of the honeycomb in order to prevent flashback.
Yeah.
Those are two things that I have wanted to play with but haven't yet.
I use transfer tape on both sides of all of
Mhm.
my material, and so I don't have to raise my material,
Yeah.
but you can do either. Yeah, and then that becomes really useful. I end up using that technique all the time because I engrave away the back of mirrored acrylic a lot, and
Mm.
so this that I showed you, we went over these, and these are engrave away, say, letters and then infill the letters. But I've been playing with this technique where you engrave around.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
And it's a whole process. It's like a 4-step process in making the file where I have to cut away and then like make sure the cut line is still there, but most of it's engraved. But like I'm
Mm.
thinking I should eventually make a tutorial. I don't like throwing myself at I don't need to hustle for myself these days.
Yeah.
I don't need to be an influencer. I don't need to make a name for myself in the same way that I have. And so sometimes I come across actual applicable skills, just like this one, that I do kind of want to get out there, but I don't make videos. But we'll see. I'm moving in that direction slowly,
I
like
think
refusing to be a teacher, but eventually
yeah.
teaching a little.
Written tutorials are still a good place for them, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
That's still how I prefer how to learn how to do things is the written versus the video, but
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. Yeah.
yeah.